Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Black Wealth Financial. I am your host, Jamila McClooney. Today we're going to be talking about money moves from Mark Zuckerberg. I'm going to do a money move Q&A and end it up with my financial tip of the week. So stay tuned. So today Mark Zuckerberg is in our celebrity corner. And he's currently worth $70 billion, and he has a mortgage on his home. So I know we've always been taught to, follow the American dream, which is go to college, start a family, buy a house, and pay it off as quickly as possible. That's what my grandparents did. They prided themselves on having their house paid off. And if they could pay it off earlier than the 30 years or the 15 years, even better. I know my grandmother sent extra payments into her mortgage twice a month to hurry up and pay it off. So why would somebody who's worth billions, who could easily write the check and pay off their home without even thinking about it and not even miss the money that they wrote the check for, continue to have a mortgage? Because he knows, or somebody in his camp who manages his money knows, that he can invest the money that he would have sent to pay his mortgage off and make more money than if he paid his house off. So also, when you pay off your mortgage, you lose a lot of the tax deductions and the tax write-offs that you get from carrying a mortgage and paying the interest every month. So he's also aware that, your mortgage or your home is not really a place to store your money. It's not a bank. And by having your house paid off free and clear, a lot of people want to do that. But in doing so, you lock all of your money up in the house. And as we know, like what happened in the housing market, the crash of 2008, values can drop and plummet. I had a client who had a condo in Atlanta that when she purchased it, the mortgage was on $120,000. Shortly after 2008, it wasn't even worth $60,000. And the bank didn't come in and readjust and say, the value of your home has dropped. Now you can start paying on $60,000. So that's our lesson from Mark Zuckerberg and his billions and still having a mortgage. For those of you who are out there stressing and trying to hurry up and pay your mortgage off. The same principle applies whether you're worth billions, millions, hundreds of thousands, 10,000s, or hundreds. It's the same principle, the same money that you would take to cash something out, you can invest and make a greater return over time than having your house paid for. So, in our Q&A this week comes from, I can't even remember his name, I'm sorry. Next week, I'm going to put the name in to give you a little shout out. But I had a question come to me that says, how do you pick the right financial advisor? So, here's my suggestions in no particular order. I have 5. Number 1, availability. Is the advisor available to take your calls and questions regularly, or are they only available on a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 basis? What happens if you have a financial emergency? Can you get in touch with him or her? And I know that might be not something that you think about, but things happen all the time. And my clients, for example, they text me all the time. They call me weekends, doesn't matter. So availability is important. You want to make sure that whoever you're entrusting with your money, you can get in contact with. Services, number 2. Most advisors have a specialty. What is that specialty? Find out and see if the specialty that they have fits with what your needs are. And you might not even know what your financial needs are, but in talking and having a consultation or interviewing with the advisor, you can find out what the specialties are that they offer and if it's something that fits with what you need or that they suggest that you need. Number 3 is personality. Sometimes people just don't mesh well and it's not a good fit. Not for just, maybe they're annoying. You don't want to listen to their voice. You hate the way they breathe, the way they talk. Is it somebody that you would want to communicate with on a regular basis? Are they too passive? Are they too aggressive? Can you see yourself working in a long-term capacity with that person on a personal relationship? Is it something that you really want to be bothered with? The personality, do you get along? That's important. Number 4 is cost. Can you afford to pay the advisor whatever their fee is? Some advisors get paid on commission, some get paid on a fee base, some blend the commission and the fee, but can you afford their services? Are they out of your budget? It's something to find out up front to see if it's even worth even moving forward or trying to move forward or getting the money together if it's somebody that you want to work for or work with, sorry. And number 5 is value. Can the advisor enhance where you are financially? What suggestions do they have? What recommendations do they have for you? It's important to see that they can improve and enhance on where you are financially and get you to whatever your financial goals are and whatever growth that you want to have with your money and with your financial future. So that's it for the Q&A this week. Thank you for that question. Now, my money tip of the week is this. I have a lot of clients come to me who are paying for things that realistically they want to pay for and they think that they're going to use, or they may have used once, or the new year is going to be approaching and everybody's going to make these resolutions that they want to lose weight or whatever, So they want to take advantage of these things, but they simply don't do it, or they don't do it on a long-term basis, but they're still being charged for it. So if you're paying for something that you're not using, you're wasting money. One big way that I see with my clients is in the gym. People have gym memberships that range anywhere from $25 to $125 a month that I've seen. If you don't go, be honest with yourself and cancel it. There's no need. You're playing yourself. You know you're not going to go. What are you paying for? If you just want to give some money away, find a charity, donate it, but don't pay for a gym membership if you're really not going to use it. Cable. Now there's so many ways to cut the cable. There's Fire Stick and Roku and all these other Hulu, Netflix. So if you have a cable package that you're not using or taking advantage of, as far as a lot of people have the premium channels, the HBO and the sports channels and NFL packages and NBA packages and Showtime and Stars and all these things. If you're really not using and taking full advantage of an expensive package that you have, either downsize or see if you can cut the cable completely and do away with it altogether. Car maintenance plans is another big thing that people kind of get talked into in the finance department when they're purchasing a car. I know my very first car out of college, the day I graduated from Howard, HU, I went to the car dealership, bought a car, and I bought the package that had, I don't even think it had oil changes, but it had some color paint sealant thing that I could come and get my car treated with that, and I don't even know what it was supposed to do, make the paint last longer or something. But it was this big package and I was so excited about getting the car. I bought this thing and I never used it. So just check and do an inventory in your life and see whatever you're paying for, be realistic and be honest with yourself. If you're not using it, get it out of here. If you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, you can drop them off here in the comments section. Visit getblackwealth.com. You can email me at info@getblackwealth.com. And hopefully I'll be back next week. That's my goal, to come every week and bring you a celebrity corner, Q&A, and my financial tips. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Join the movement at getblackwealth.com. Make sure you check out the services over there. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. Did I already say that? If I did, then maybe you need to hear it twice. Sign up for my newsletter, getblackwealth.com, so you don't miss anything. Hit the shop section too. There's a lot of tight shirts there, hoodies, hats, whatever you like, tanks. It's on there. See you soon.